Alright, so we're just finishing up that 7th row. We have 3 stitches left here. And when you look at you're essentially making a flap for your heel, like I said. And when you look at it, you should have fairly straight edges. If it sort of fanned out like this or even went in, you know you're either losing stitches somewhere or you're adding in extra stitches if it's too big. So you want to make sure both of your edges are fairly straight. If they're like a little wobbly, that's fine, but you don't want them to be, you know, like clearly missing stitches or clearly having added stitches. You don't want like a sort of fan look to it. Okay, and then the other side looks like this. So you can see you got your little foot opening here, and then this is going to be the start of your heel flap. And now, in order to make this better fit our heel, we're going to be doing some decreases along the side just to make this a little bit smaller so it fits our heel a little rounded. So for our next row, we're going to be going back along the front, and what we're going to do, this is row number 8. Oops, sorry. You're going to chain 1, and you always want to do your chains the opposite direction of where you want to go. So we chain 1 first, and then we turn it because it gives it more of a straight line. And we're actually going to be doing a new stitch. It's half double crochet 2 together, and it's not that hard. It's not doing anything you don't know how to do. So what we're going to do is we're essentially going to make two stitches in the bottom row become 1 loop in the top. So it's going to be like a little triangle almost. So we're going to yarn over like we're doing a half double crochet. And we're going to go into our first stitch here, grab our yarn, and come out. And you have 3 loops. So you've picked up your first loop here. And now we're going to do the same thing again into the next stitch. So you can just pretend you don't have these loops if that helps you. So you yarn over once, you go into your second loop, you grab your yarn and you come through, and now you have 5. And then you're just going to yarn over and you're going to pull through all 5 loops. Make sure you get all of them. There we go, perfect. So we're going to do 2 together. See how it's a little triangle? You start at 2 loops at the bottom and it comes into 1 loop at the top. That's what we want. It essentially gets rid of 1 stitch out of our stitch count. And then for our next stitch, we're just doing a normal half double crochet. So you're just going to go into your stitch like normal, pull up your yarn, go through 3 loops. And then again, we're doing half double crochet 2 together. So you're going to yarn over, go into your first loop, grab that yarn over again, go into your second loop, grab that yarn over, and then pull through all 5 loops on your hook. And then do a normal half double crochet again. And then 2 together, so yarn over, in we go, grab that yarn over, into our second loop, grab your yarn, through all 5 loops, and then half double crochet again, and then 2 together, in, grab, over, second loop, in, grab, and then through all 5 loops. All of them. Don't sneak up on me, bud. Oh, that was the wrong one. It's alright, because if you mess up, all you gotta do is take it off your hook. You can start right on over. So into our first, grab it, over, into our second, grab it. Let's try again to get through all 5 here. It can be a little tricky. Alright, and then we'll half double crochet. And then we're doing 2 together again. So into the first loop, grab 1, over into our second loop, grab, and then through all 5. Perfect. And we're almost done. So in, My yarn's not cooperating. And then 2 together. And we're going to end on just a half double crochet by itself through all 5. And then our last stitch here on the end, don't forget about them. In we go, just for a half double crochet. That was row number 8, and you've learned a new stitch. So now we're going to move on to row number 9. And for row number 9, we're just going to do half double crochet 2 togethers all the way across. So we're going to be getting rid of half our stitches. Half our stitches. So we're going to yarn over here. Let's start row 9. Alright, so we're going to yarn over, in, grab, yarn over, second loop, in, grab. Got 5 loops, let's get rid of them all. Perfect. So in, first, grab, and then our second. Perfect. And this row should have 6 half double crochets, and we've done 2 so far. And here's third one. Uh-oh. All right. And again. And again. And the last one. All right. See how you're starting to get almost like a little cup? That's for your heel. You can really see it taking shape there. It's for the back of your foot. Looking good. So we're going to do that one more time, and that'll be row 10. You're going to do 3 half double crochet 2 togethers across this round. So we're going to chain 1 again. Oh, come on. There we go. And now going back. Loop 1. Loop 2, 5 loops through them all, and again there's the 1 and the 2, 5 loops through them all. Last one, 1, 2, we've got 5 loops, get rid of them all. Alright. So that's it for our heel shaping, and now we're in the home stretch. We only have 5 rows left. So your heel's done. And if you try it on now, it'll actually almost look like a slipper. I'll show you. All we have to do is do the part around our ankle, and then we'll be good to go. Oh, perfect fit too. You could wear it as is, but we're going to keep going around this part here, making full circles around just to give it some more length up the ankle so it stays on. Of course, you could stop here if you wanted to. It might not be very comfortable, but your choice. All right. So I think I may have undone something. No, we're good. Maybe. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, so this next row is a little bit tricky. So like I said, we have to get started working in rounds again. We've been doing rows recently to get this weird flap thing done, but now we want to start going around in a circle again. So in order to do that, what we want to do is we want to turn our sock the other way. We want to turn it right side out. So you're just going to turn it inside out. There we go. And you can tell if it's right side out because you'll have your tail sticking out. And we're just going to start going around. Yeah. So we're going to need our marker again, if you still have your round marker. And we're going to chain 1. And then we need to do 44 half double crochets around this little loop. And we have whatever 30 minus 18 is. Here, I'll just count to see so we can be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We can fit 15 probably because there's this little stitch in the corner we can go into. So let's call this 15. So that means that we need 29 around this top part, and 29 divided by 2 is essentially, we'll call it 30 divided by 2, because if we have an extra stitch, it's really not the end of the world. So we need to do about 15 down this side, 15 down this side, and then we'll have 14 to 15 here as well. So let's get started, and you just kind of guesstimate where the stitches should be and try not to have any holes, because we're going down a place where there really aren't any stitches. So let's get started. We'll do one. And don't forget about your marker. So I've just done my first stitch. I'm going to put a marker in it. There we go. One. Three. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 'That's not a good one. Yeah, see how there's a hole there? That means it's too far apart. We want to go back and do that one again in a different spot, a little closer. Alright, so I'm going to count just to make sure I'm not too crazy of a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right on the money. 15. So now we're going across real stitches here, which is great. Let go of my yarn, kitty. Alright, so there's 16. Oh my god. 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That means I have 14 stitches left, and just this last leg to go. Oh. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 'I'm going to do that last one again. There we go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, we only wanted 14. That's right. Cool. And we're going to go join with a slip stitch back into the stitch our marker was in. And there we go. We're working in rounds again. Perfect. So we only have 4 rows left now. So we're going to be doing another new stitch for the rest of the time. We're not doing any more half double crochets. We're only doing single crochets, which take even less effort than a half double crochet. So the hardest part of this is you have to get used to not putting your yarn over before you go into a stitch. That'll get you. But we are going to chain 1, and then don't put your yarn over your hook. Just go straight into that first, the first stitch. Grab your yarn, and then go through. And that's a single crochet. Pretty simple. Takes a lot less effort. So there's our first one, and we're going to, just kidding, I've already lied to you. That's not our first stitch. We're doing a single crochet 2 together. So let's undo my lie here. We're still going to chain 1, okay? And you're going to go into your stitch, grab your yarn, and then go into your second stitch. Grab your yarn, and then pull through those 3. There we go. That's our first stitch. Now we're going to do 9 single crochets. So, don't yarn over. Go straight in. There's 1. There's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now we're ready to single crochet 2 together again. So don't yarn over, just go straight into your next loop, to your next stitch. Grab your yarn, go into your next stitch, grab your yarn, go through 3 loops. Now we're going to do 9 single crochet again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and now do another single crochet 2 together into your first loop. Grab that yarn, into your second loop, grab that yarn, go through 3 loops. And now do 9 single crochet again. Oops, I already messed up. Don't yarn over, straight in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, come on, 8, 9, and we're ready to single crochet 2 together again once I fix what I just did to myself. Okay, so don't yarn over, straight in, grab that yarn, there's 1, go into your second stitch, grab that yarn, there's 2, pull through all 3 loops, and now you're going to single crochet 9 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then connect to your first stitch. Cool. So now you're going to do two rounds, and you're just going to chain 1 and then single crochet in each stitch all the way around, slip stitch, and then chain again, single crochet all the way around. So you're going to do 2 rows of just single crochet. I'll do mine, and then I'll meet you back here for our last round. Alright, so I've just finished those 2 rows of single crochets all the way around. Each of those rows has 40 stitches, if you're keeping count. And then for our last row, we're going to do 36 stitches, which means we're going to be doing those single crochet 2 togethers again. But there isn't going to be bad counting. So what we're going to do, I'll make it nice and easy. We're going to chain 1. And we're going to, right off the bat, do 2 single crochet 2 together. So we're going to do them right in a row, one after the other. So don't yarn over. Go into that first stitch, grab your yarn. Into that second stitch, grab your yarn. Go through all 3 loops. And now we're doing it again into that loop. Grab your yarn. Into your next one, grab your yarn. Through all 3 loops. There we go, we got 2 in a row. Now, we're going to single crochet all the way around the outside until we have 4 stitches left. So, I'll see you when we get there. Alright, so I have my 4 stitches left here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is where my chain came out of. It's not actually a stitch. It's already been stitched into. It does look like a stitch, but it's not. Okay, so we're going to go get started. Don't yarn over, straight in. Grab your yarn. Oop, maybe. Grab your yarn. Into that second loop, grab your yarn. Pull through 3 loops, and now we're going to go and do a second single crochet 2 together. Go straight in, grab your yarn. Into your second loop, grab that yarn. Pull through 3 loops, and once you slip stitch into that first stitch here, you are done. You have now made a slipper. And, oh, I do have scissors right here. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to cut off your yarn. Leave yourself, I don't know, maybe a 5 or 6 inch tail. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's fine. The cat just ran into a shovel. And then, to close it off, what you're going to do is take the tail you just cut, and you're just going to pull it through your last loop, pull it nice and tight, and of course, as always, you want to take your tails and you're going to weave them back through the stitches. But let's see what our final sock looks like. Oh boy, look at that. That's a sock. If you want to make it taller, you can just keep doing more rounds around and around. You can make it go full up your leg like tights if you wanted. Yeah, I might recommend doing a few other rows because this really does end right at where a short sock would. Anyway, there you go. There you have it. There's your slipper. Congrats.